All right, adding to that storyline, Ted Bird now takes flight with another one of his insightful commentaries. Bird feeds on Michel Therrien, the apparent Rodney Dangerfield of NHL coaches.
Therrien is looking a little disgruntled now.
What does a guy have to do to get a little credit around here? Online and talk radio clamoring for Michel Therrien's summary dismissal has been a popular participation sport among Canadiens fans for the better part of 3 seasons, even though all Therrien has ever done is win. His detractors insist that Therrien is successful in spite of himself, and that the all-world goaltending of Carey Price masks his coaching mistakes. But even the most cursory examination of the facts lays waste to those claims. Some of Therrien's decisions seem like head-scratchers at the time, like moving journeyman fourth-liner Dale Weiss to the first line, but in the short term, they work. And in the one-game-at-a-time world of pro hockey, the short term matters. It's a pretty safe bet that Weiss won't be a top-6 forward come the playoffs, but placing him in a non-traditional role coincided with the Canadiens coming out of a mid-January mini tailspin. Meantime, a wise, if overdue, decision to split up Max Pacioretty and David Desharnais has been a boon, especially for Desharnais, whose combined physical stature and skill set, when he's playing with drive and confidence, are reminiscent of Mats Naslund. Or Mats Naslund light, if you're still loath to give wee Davy due credit. At the same time that he shook up his line combinations, Therrien reinvented a moribund power play that went a torrid 7 for 18 in 4 games, 3 of them wins, heading into the All-Star break. He also presides over what, from the outside at least, appears to be an upbeat, unified, and committed dressing room, minus the ego-driven cliques and good-time Charlies of the relatively recent past. At its core, coaching is a never-ending process of adjustments. It helps to have the best goaltender in the world, and Therrien makes his adjustments with that in mind. The results over 2.5 seasons, a division title, a Stanley Cup semifinal berth, and the promise of another strong playoff run this spring should be all the proof anyone needs that in the context of working with the hand he's dealt, Therrien pushes the right buttons more often than not. For Sportsnet Central Montreal, I'm Ted Bird.